We're going to talk about the next big Bitcoin move. There could be a catalyst that sends us way beyond 40k. So hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are new, please do leave a like, smash it hard, subscribe, press the bell button and leave a lovely comment. It will help if this one bangs. So on the screen, there's a podcast. This has been done by myself and Operation Crypto. If you've heard of the channel, it's pretty decent to be fair. He speaks worse than me, I know, apologies. But podcasts are now out again. We are doing a whole new year, every 2 weeks, cool topics. Give it a subscribe. It is on everything. It's on Spotify as well. So, market has crashed. It has been a long overdue correction, as you could probably imagine. I did some charts yesterday on Twitter. I did an Ethereum chart instead of Bitcoin. And I said a correction is very, very likely, boys and girls, because of the growth in the industry has been crazy. We've not had a proper pullback since November, essentially, when you think about it. So, yeah, here we are. So if you are new to the channel, please just be calm, cool, collective. Welcome to the industry. I know a lot of new people are here. I can tell by the numbers coming in, the questions I'm getting, my DMs are flying through the roof. Please, as I say, always go to the link below. There is a free course. Check it out because it will help you understand a bit more about the market, how to do certain things. Brain overload will kill you. So, where do we start? First things first, this is healthy. First things first, get that out of the way. Every market, in a bull market, in a bear market, whatever market is, things go up, things go down. It always happens. But we need to talk about data. Data is key in this video. We have got an increased amount of wallets that are doing literally fuck all, right? Apologies for the French, but they're literally chilling out. They are obviously getting more interest, and that is good. There's a bit of data here on this website with the Glassnode chart. Basically, as the price is rising, more and more people are genuinely looking and holding Bitcoin, which is important. As you can see, obviously past data is a bit different with the way obviously things are spread out now with altcoins, but it's very, very important to know that people are starting to have faith as the price goes up. They're holding on to it. They're not doing silly things with it. They're not spending it essentially, which is kind of what we want as a store of value. We're already seeing now articles and news stories essentially in the stock market sphere of Bitcoin strength, Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin doing this, that and the other, in a good light that it is affecting the entire Wall Street and the NASDAQ, whatever. People are looking at Bitcoin. People are checking it out. People in big money circles, hedge funds, etc. are looking at us. Us. Those little rebels that go against the system, yes, us, we. It's very, very important. It's a good step. And to see the likes of MicroStrategy, the likes of Grayscale accumulating Bitcoin when it gets low is key. They understand the market and that is good. Moving on to the next bit of data I want to talk about is the obvious, elephant in the room. I can't even make that bigger. Really restricted, but never mind. When you look at this, what we're seeing here is less and less exchanges have holdings of it. Like, that's like, whoa, like shit. It's a good thing and a bad thing because I've already mentioned supply shock is where essentially people will have to scramble to get stuff. That will give demand of price, especially because there's no supply. As the price is going up, as people are buying it, less and less is on the exchanges now because it's getting scooped. What I mean by that is people, in my opinion, I think the OTC counters are getting it directly from the miners, and I also think, obviously Grayscale, MicroStrategy also getting it from miners, and also most importantly those OTC counters. We don't know the data, we don't know the price parameters, we don't know how much volume is going through that, but we do know what's on our exchanges alone. They're getting low. And when you look at that and you think the fact that since November time it's been low, yes, it's popped up a little bit, there've been a few little sell-offs and profits, but that's still low. Like when you compare where it was in the summer and then upwards and throughout into like the whole year, that's a big amount of Bitcoin just gone into wallets and chilling out. So I want to mention a potential catalyst that could send us into some silly numbers. I personally believe in the next few months we're going to have a huge shock of changes in the electoral kind of realm of the US. Joe Biden will be sworn as president very, very, very soon. And he is looking to release a very, very healthy dose of money. Free money, boys and girls, off the prince. Right, so this was the article that I was looking at on Friday, and I was like, fuck, because everything started to come back to me in terms of why this market has got added interest and why is it important. This is the underlying thing that Bitcoin was created for. Not stimulus, not COVID-19. What I mean is potential hedge against future crashes. In my honest opinion, dollar is dying, and I'll look at the dollar chart in a bit. My overall understanding of life is simple. If you print money, it's gonna dilute it, it's gonna make it weaker, and people are gonna look elsewhere. We have, in the red corner, we have Bitcoin. In the blue corner, you've got gold. They always get interest because dollar in the middle is getting weaker. They're just going to pivot to each one. We saw over the course of March how things changed. The whole game changed. So, will this send us to the moon? Probably. Not financial advice, but I do think people are now interested. It's in the front of their mind. Bitcoin is now 40k. It's hit 40k. It has doubled its all-time high. Cars annoy me. But that's important. It's front and center. Google Trends are up. Search demographics all around the world for Bitcoin searching is through the roof right now. Projected to get even higher. YouTube videos are flying off the handle. YouTubers are growing at a massive rate of knots. People are going to get free money. What are they going to do with it? Boom. Crypto. So, I think that's a catalyst. I also think altcoins will go crazy as well, because I think people look at Bitcoin and go, oh my god, that's expensive, I don't want it. I want to buy Dogecoin. I want to buy this, I want to buy that, I want to buy whatever. It's important. When we look back in time though, the last proper big stimulus essentially was the 20th of July, essentially. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not American. But the one that I saw on Google here was the last one, which was obviously the one that I think was made on a Twitter account, how much you would have got if you put in Bitcoin. A lot of people did buy Bitcoin. And when we look at the charts, we've got to look at it. That date, roughly, when was it? The 20th of July. So roughly this week. What's happened to the market since then? Huge snowball effect. Volume, interest, increased. Volume, increase, interest. FOMO, fucking get in. Market buy, boom, bang. Scary, isn't it? So, in my honest opinion, I think we're going to dump a little bit. Correction, markets need to happen. We'll do some TA on that in a minute. When I look at the dollar chart, just briefly, just to show you it, this is the dollar chart. This was it. Start of COVID. 20th of July, what happened? We lost a key level, huge level from the past. This was the last alt season, by the way, from like, not the last alt season, like the last parabolic cycle in 2017, when everything went mental. That was that fundamental boom. I think we're going to get another one. We're getting very close to this level. Everything is starting to align now. Everything's starting to align, in my opinion. So, when we look at, obviously, Bitcoin dominance, ignore the spike there. But I do fundamentally believe that this is the top, unless Bitcoin goes mental in the next run. Unless. If that happens, it happens, okay? Just whatever. But for me, I think altcoins will start to rally now. Obviously, this is a huge glitch. But when we start looking at the fact that it's starting to form a low here and we're starting to maybe go down, obviously Bitcoin's going to get some interest right now because it's on a dip. But for me, I think we will go down and we will probably test 57 and maybe even sub 50 into those 40 levels, which should be amazing for me, in my honest opinion. The altcoin market is alright. It's fine. Yes, it looks worse because the USD prices have dumped cataclysmically, but the BTC values are okay because people are still looking at those levels. So, in my honest opinion, Bitcoin, I personally believe we are going to go and do a retracement, and we are already in that stage. Bitcoin needs to chill out. It needs to chill its tits, basically. It needs to go down and retest a certain level. In my honest opinion, if we're looking at Fibonacci, this level, these are the levels. This is important. I think the 382 is obviously important, but I also think as well, just to go into the settings here, just to show you something, there's also a 23.6, which is also important. Let's just make this a part of the family. There we go. Boom. We've obviously just tapped on that. Aggressive moves, people want it. It's a bullish, demanding market right now. It may have already turned. 32,500, I think it went down to, or I might be wrong. Or yeah, where's that week go? 32,321, around that level. It's a huge level, I know. But for me, as you can see, the next move could be retest all-time high and go beyond it into percentage levels of these extensions. These are the 0.27 extension and 0.168 extension, which is kind of cool. Obviously, I got the other extensions on the other side, which are kind of pointless in this situation. However, that being said, percentage levels of these regions are important, but I do not think it's going to go there overnight. I feel there will be an alt season before that as Bitcoin ranges for a bit and chills out, hopefully. However, stimulus checks, interest on TikTok or Cryptok or whatever it's fucking called, all these interesting altcoins, Ethereum, for example, on the CME futures looking very, very interesting. Obviously, other coins that are obviously front and center of people's minds. People with stimulus will most likely ape into this market. Not financial advice, but be careful. So, hope you enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Sorry for the apologies in French, whatever. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, see you later.